Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am back in my craft room, back from Creativation, and I wanted to do sort of a debrief video, tell you kind of what went on, tell you some of the things I learned, and all that kind of stuff. But first, I want to say hi and hugs to the subbies that I met at Creativation. That was so much fun. And I hope I got everybody, but if I didn't, I'm so sorry. It was a whirlwind week for sure. So, but hi and hugs to Lori, Nicole, Val, Desiree, Laura, Charlotte, Kara, and Gretchen. And yeah, that first highlight was meeting Tim Holtz, I have to say, and then definitely the next highlight was meeting the subbies. That was so fun. So let's see. So I have all the stuff that I got kind of at Creativation. So I thought if I kind of went through it a little bit, that might help me remember some things, you know. But so I'm just going to go through what's on my desk and talk about it. If we have extra time, I did journal about Creativation in my new wonderful journal that I got from the wonderful Rosemary Morris. And so yeah, we might work on that a little bit. I have some work to do on the make and takes that I did at the convention. So there's lots and lots of stuff. So let's get started. First of all, this was towards the end, actually. This was on Monday, but I was able to do a make and take with Jen Bishop, my sweet friend Jen. And it's this card, and it is made from this stamp of Jen's. Jen designs papers for Blue Fern Studios. She also designs stamps for Carabelle Studio, and they were there as well. Luckily, the booths were close together, so Jen was just bebopping back and forth. But Jen gave me a handful of Carabelle stamps that I am going to have a play with here in a bit when I kind of catch my breath from all of this. But so I wanted to show them to you. So this one that I made the card out of, look at that one. Isn't that cool? And this one, love that one. Because see, this part is a separate stamp. And just think of all the uses for that. Never mind, the owl is beautiful. Then there's this one with the dress form. Gosh, I love that. And my favorite, Jen said, I knew that would be your favorite. This is my favorite. This one is a background. It's background postcard. And so Carabelle Studio stamps are available on Jen's website, Dreams with a Z, etc.com. I'll put that in the description box. You know what I better do is I better write down, because as we go, I better put things in the description box, and I better remember what. So first one's Dreams, etc. Okay, got that. All right, and then these stamps weren't by Jen, but they're one of Carabelle Studios art stamps. Isn't that wonderful? And then there's this one. And this one's by Anna Bondu. So I have those to play with. I have a finished card from Jen's little make and take. So that was super fun. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside, and we'll kind of just go pile by pile. So the very first day of Creativation, that's the day that I met Kara and Gretchen. I was waiting for the gals from Blue Fern Studios to get there because we had, they had a class to make some cards. And so we made 3 cards. This one was from the Radiance collection of Blue Fern. And it opens this way. So that's the inside. and the outside. What I learned most from this class was the idea of, well, you guys have probably used pop dots a lot. I haven't used them a lot, mostly because in journals we want things to be flat, but certainly they could be used on the covers, and they're great for like layering things under the pop dots. And so I think that was my biggest takeaway from that class. So that was one. This was the other card that we did. This was this is Bird Waltz, and it's got a little tuck spot right here that you could put things in. And again, see, we did the pop dots on here, and then we stuffed little flowers underneath. So, and some fun ephemera. Look at the, if I can get these out easily. Isn't that pretty at the top with the chipboard? I love that. So, so yeah, just kind of enjoyed all of that. Let's see. Oh, and I had stuff left over from my Bird Waltz card. So that was that. Let me set these over here, and then let me show you the last card that we did. I didn't get it done. Nobody did. We just, there was so much, there was just so much. So I'll kind of tell you how it's going to end up, I think. Okay, so here is the card, and I didn't do parts of it correctly. But anyway, it opens up like that for the card. Oh, my paper was a little, I need to distress that. That was one thing. We didn't do any distressing, and I'm like, I was having the shakes a bit. But then this piece, this beautiful piece, and I need to cut down the V, but that's gonna like hang down right there ish. And that's going to be glued onto there. I think this might be the top. So yeah, I think that's the top. And then I need to put the flowers and the bling and stuff in this area. So I have a little work to do on that card. I'll try and remember to show you when it's done. But the classes were super fun. Look at me saving my scraps, of course. And so Blue Fern did the card class, and then the next day on Friday they did a journal class. Well, everybody enjoyed the card classes so much that they all went and signed up for the journal class. And so there wasn't enough kits for me to do that class. So that was sad. But I think I'm gonna get the instructions, and even if I don't get the instructions, I kind of have a sense of how to do the journal. So that'll be an upcoming project, possibly with their new line, A Romantic Life. And I got to bring home the paper and the ephemera. And but I have to wait to do my project really until I get the stamps and chipboard that go with, which will be coming at some point. So I thought I'd show you the papers though. I know I showed them in my video on the big poster in the booth, but so there's kind of the journal card one, and there's the back. This paper collection is Michelle Singh designed this, and so that one was called Calling Cards. This one's called Captivating, and I love how that's on this side, so it's easy to make that into a journal, right? And then this one's called Devoted, so pretty with the little birds and stuff. And there's the back. This one's called Endearment. Ooh, the back's pretty on that one. I like the back on that one. Flirtation. This one's Infatuation. This one's Intrigue. Ooh, that would make a pretty cover. That would make such a pretty cover. Okay. And then, oh, and isn't that pretty? Yes, I love that one. Admiration. Oh, and isn't that pretty? And then Alluring. Again, that would be an awesome traveler's notebook. Yellow back. And then this one is Breathtaking. So that's the new collection that's out. Blue Fern Studios booth. I'm not kidding. It was one of the busiest booths there. People love the paper, as do I, as do you. I know. So it was really awesome. I felt like Blue Fern, it was their first time being at Creativation, and I think they rocked it. I think they did great. So lots of new people will be carrying this line, or the Blue Fern Studios paper line, and so that's awesome, and it gives us more places to buy. And as you were all asking about the UK and Australia, and they did have some contacts with sellers there. It's just kind of a matter of logistics with foreign or international companies. There's the logistics. Shipping's a big one with paper because it's so heavy. And and there's some sort of vetting of these companies to make sure that they do business in a way that Blue Fern wants to be part of, So anyway, but exciting. They had so much interest. It was really cool. So projects with that will be coming up. And then my last little thing of Blue Fern, oh, no, not my last. Another thing of Blue Fern that I wanted to show you is they did the Eclectic Charm, which you'll remember I did a couple traveler's notebooks in that paper, and they made 6x6s as kind of participation prizes for the class, and they gave them away to the folks that were going to buy their papers and everything. So, which is great because then they can feel the quality. And I did learn that Blue Fern Studios paper is on 100-pound cardstock, and that's why it's such amazing paper, is because it's a heavier paper. But the beauty of it is it doesn't crack either, which is so nice. As you know, trying to score something or whatever, it's so frustrating when the paper just cracks and you have that white seam down it. So as you can see, I brought home a handful, and I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to get them into some of your hands somehow. So that will be coming up as well. I feel like my to-do list is a mile long after going to this conference, but it was awesome. Okay, so I thought I'd show you my make and takes. So these, oh, they just got all sorts of goobered up at the, okay, so these were my make and takes. They were just a simple little double pocket here tag, and I did one in Eclectic Charm and one in Bird Waltz. And so then these are some of the ones that I did, as I had like 4 people come do it, and then the next 4 would do it, and then the next 4, and so I ended up doing a bunch of them, just showing them how. So I have some finishing up to do on these. So this one is with the Radiance collection. This one is Eclectic Charm, Radiance again, Eclectic Charm again, and here's one Bird Waltz, and here's another one Bird Waltz. So I have those to finish up, and then I had cut myself a few extra, so I can play with that later if we have time. We'll see. Okay, and I will, but I'll show you how to make those, irregardless if it's this video or another. Okay, so one thing I wanted to do was get into my journal because thankfully I had this lovely pocket right here, and I have lots of cards in here that kind of go with things, and so I want to figure those out. These are my plane tickets home, so I want those to go in here somewhere. But let's just push this over. So one of the make and takes that I did was at the Graphic 45 booth. I did a walk around of the booth on a video, but then one day I went back and did their make and take, which was with their new dies. So they have a new die coming out with this frame, a new die with this little file folder, which I love that. And this is, it's like 5.5, so it's perfect to pop on for a pocket. I did some little farm paper, so I'm going to stick this in my farm bin. And then the third die that they're coming out with is this little pocket with a tag. So that was fun. That was fun. And then I just had their cards stuck in here so I'd remember. But who wouldn't know that is Graphic 45 paper, right? So, okay, so I can put that one over there. I'll put this to put away. Oh, I have to tell you this. I brought this over because I wanted to tell you I took this journal kit. I took watercolor paints. I took some stuff to do while I was there. I didn't touch any of it. Oh, by the time I got home at night, I was exhausted. So there was that. Okay, let's see. I made this little flower pin at the Dress My Craft booth. You might have noticed I took down that video. Really, all I'm going to say about that is that I had a subby and then a digital designer let me know that there might be some issues with the designs that are sold by this company. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So that's going to go over here to do I don't know what with. Okay, so then I was walking around and this lady comes up and says, "Do you want a Misty bag?" And I'm like, okay, sure. And so then I went over to the studio. I didn't know about the Misty stamp platforms. You guys probably all did. But this is like a carrying case for your Misty stamp platform in there. And then, let's see, on this side, it's got pockets that Velcro in and out. It's got a pocket here. I didn't look at this side yet, so I'll be learning too. Maybe it's the same. Let's see. Ugh. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's this side is different. So it's a great big pocket, and then it's got some side pockets and a zip pocket. It's a great bag. I was tickled to death. So anyway, one of my next purchases, I'm going to go find a Misty stamp platform. I'm going to find it on Gail's Favorite Things because I added it to my favorite things. I haven't ordered it yet just because I just got home late last night. But their new stamp platform has some upgrades to it. So one of the things is it has a spot where your magnets will sit, you know, and that spot is magnetic, so they stay there. The grid marks on it are in the plastic, not painted on, so they won't wear off. Let's see, what else did she say? And they've improved the rulers somehow. But I really liked it, and I don't know, I kind of feel like it might work better for me even than the Tim Holtz one. And I think the Tim Holtz one's out of production because there were some legal issues with it or something. So anyways, you know, I don't know all that. I just heard that. So anyway, I'm going to get myself a little misty. And if nothing else, it's going to be my travel stamp platform because I have this awesome little bag to carry it in. So that was Misty. Let's see. Oh, I met Lollapalooza. She was at the first class that Blue Fern did, and she gave her little card, and she has a little button and a mint or something. So that's fun. Lolly, I'm going to put you over there. And Lolly, I didn't include you in the hi and hugs. I wasn't positive you were a subby, so but it was really fun to meet her. And Lolly is the one actually that I very first watched and was in the know then about the COPPA thing. I watched her video. So anyway, she was very nice. Let's see. Oh, this was a fun company. It's called Amadex, and it's ink and stain remover. And it comes in a variety of forms, including like a baby wipe type thing. But it was really cool to talk to these people. I talked to Marcia, and her grandfather started this company. And he's now passed, and it's just so cool that their family has kept it going. But she took a Sharpie and put an X on her hand and let it dry, and the Amadex ink remover took it right off. And so I think this could be really handy for us in the you know, with what do I want to say, with it stays on ink, you know, archival ink when we get it on our fingers or whatever. They do have a website, and let me just see if I've got that up there. There's their website. But this was one thing I learned, as most of the booze there, you can't buy directly from them. You buy from a distributor. And one of the big ones that everybody talked of was Notions. I've never gone on their website, and I didn't get it done before I made this video, but I'm going to go see what all they have, because they had a big booth there, and they were going around and, you know, and picking up some of these products. So that was cool to learn too. But these Amadex people, then they also are in stores. She said the website has a store locator, you know, closest store to you. Okay. So anyway, that was that. The DAP people were there, and I said to the guy, I know DAP from my garage because they make caulking and that kind of stuff, but they've gotten into the all-purpose adhesive business. So I got a couple of little samples from him. That was nice. This company, Odif, is another one that they had some really cool coatings. Like I was really interested in this gel coating that you paint on. They have a lot of sprays, glitter varnish, all sorts of things. They do have adhesive, but they have colors and all sorts of things. And so I said to her, so how do my viewers get your product? And she said, well, not from us. So Notions carries this apparently. So I was interested in that gel medium perhaps. Okay, so that was that. Okay, so this is just the Creativation, all the people that were there, the layout of the convention center and stuff. I thought there might be bits and pieces that I could use in my journal. That's why I saved those. This was the email to get my pass, deals. I didn't go to this booth. So I'm not quite sure why I kept that. Lawn Fawn was there. They're sort of more, what do I want to say, cutesy sort of scrapbook paper. And then Help Heal Veterans with therapeutic craft kits. That was a really cool thing that was there. And a lot of the booths, instead of taking some of their product home, they donated it to Help Heal Veterans, which I thought was really cool. Okay, I'm not going to keep those. Just kind of going through here. This was the show directory and the schedules and, you know, and stuff. Exhibitor listing. So let's see. Let's find Blue Fern. Yep, there's Blue Fern right there. And then, oh, and Braun tapes. Well, I'll get to that when I get to them. Okay. So anyway, I thought I might use some of those in my journal. And then I got this at the Stampers Anonymous booth. And it just has some of Tim's new stamps, stencils, and tags and such. And so, but I thought I might like to do something with that. And then this is the Dilutions. This is Diane Reevely, and I, as you know, I did a bit of a thing on that, but I thought, look at her fun stamps. I thought I might be able to play with these either in this journal or in my glue book. And Dina Wakely, I guess she was there. I don't know what she looks like, so I didn't see her. But again, I thought those would be fun for glue book. This was Versus rubber stamps. I never saw them, but I thought I could cut these out and use them in my glue books. And same with this one. I mean, they aren't stamps that personally I'd be interested in, but some of the pictures were pretty, so I thought maybe I'd use that in my glue books. Okay, so that's what that was. And then, okay, what do I have in here? Okay, so then here's my badge. I was there with Blue Fern Studios, and my friend Laura made me this beautiful crocheted flower with the button in the middle. Let me find Laura's card. Where are you, Laura? Where are you? There she is. Contessa Creations. So let me show you. Yep, Contessa Creations. And while we're talking about Laura, Laura went and got me this bag from Tim Holtz. No, it's not a bag. I think it's an apron. I think that's what it is. I haven't even opened it. But because it was the last day and Laura kept bringing me stuff. She was awesome. It is. It's an apron. How fun is that? Yes, it's an apron with Tim Holtz. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Thank you, Laura. I love it. I thought it was a bag, and I thought, oh my gosh, I got so many bags at this thing. Bags. We say bags in Montana. That's just how we roll. But yes, I got that from Laura. And then Laura came up at the very end of the show with this. Look at that. So I'm going to do a giveaway with that. And it's really more from Contessa Creations than it is from me. I'm going to put her card on there just so I remember to give her credit when I do that. When I do that, I did say do. Okay, here we go. So anyway, this is my fun badge. That crazy chick has a blog. She was the nicest gal. The first Tim Holtz that I filmed, which was the alcohol ink one, I was way back in the crowd, and she kind of helped scoot me to the front, and she was moving my bag for me and stuff. It was so nice of her. So anyway, I'm going to hang that on my bulletin board. That'll be fun. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, just all sorts of stuff and things. Yeah, I don't know that that's anything. Oh, but this is good stuff here. I want to know where my Braun tape is. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. I was like worried that I lost it. Okay, so this can go away. And we'll scoot these over. Okay, so I did the video at the C&T Publishing, it's called, and they have the transfer art paper and craft text. And this will remind you. So this is the little bag that I did with the transfer arts paper, transfer artist paper. TAP, they call it for short. So somewhere around here, I'm going to have to look. I have a thing of this. I have a package of it that I got in Happy Mail. And so I kind of knew what it was, but I mean, I'd seen it before, but I didn't know how to use it. So I used it in the video, and I'm excited to try that. So that's fun. And then the craft text, this is the gal I talked to was Sarah, and there's another gal that may be contacting me to be a craft text ambassador. But I made this little business, she said it was a business card holder. So out of the pre-washed. So the craft text has the normal craft text, which is what I use to strengthen spines, and then it has a pre-wash, and the pre-wash is just yummy, and I can totally see it as a base for a journal cover. So we'll see if that all comes about. Oh, yay. Now I'm to Braun. Yay, there they are. Let me find a card. Oh, I have more cards to share too. All sorts of cards. Okay, so where's my Braun? Here it is. So Matt and Kirsten, the most lovely people, a couple of the most lovely people I met when I was at Creativation, and they have the Braun tape. And what was really cool, and I felt kind of help them by meeting me, somebody who does what we do with junk journals, is they realize that they have to figure out a way for, like, we crafters to get one roll of tape. They sell things in cases at the moment. And so I think they talk to Notions too about distributing. I'm not sure, but I have their information, so I'll definitely, kind of try and keep in touch with them to find out where we can get this tape. But this is double-sided tape that I'm super excited about using. And they absolutely had nothing left in their booth by the last day, so it was cool. But yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Oh yeah, it's so good. And then the plastic just peels off for double-sided. Yeah, so you'll be seeing me use this in upcoming videos, and as soon as I know something about where you can get it, I'll let you know. Because I think it's going to be, they're just going to do great things. First of all, because they are really, really wonderful people, and I just love when wonderful people succeed. So this is also double-sided tape, but it's a sheet. So you could cut it, you know, if you needed something like this, or if you needed a strip. So that's what this is. Yeah. So I did a video totally on Braun where Matt spoke about all of their different products. And I know so many of you were excited about it. So I want to keep this in my journal because I just love Matt. Every time Matt saw me, he gave me a hug. He was just adorable. So that was the Braun tape. Caterpillar, which, you know, is my, well, if you could read it because I got gook on it, is my glass mat here that I have on this table. I stopped by their booth and they showed me some of their stuff. I don't even know what that is on my, they showed me, they've got some mats that kind of glow under the glass. Then their paper trimmers were really cool. As they rub against the metal, the paper trimmer, as it rubs against the metal, it sharpens itself. So you never have to, you never ever have to replace the blade. And and there's a little storage underneath. The Pro paper trimmer was really kind of cool. So I kind of wanted to keep that to remind myself that might have to do that with trimmer. Okay, and these are just junk brochures that I don't need. Okay, and then I have lots of cards here. Let's talk about, so Kara, that I said hi and hugs to, Kara Brandon Creations, journals, paper crafts, YouTube. So let me just hold up her card. So if you want to go check her out on YouTube, there she is. This is Val, mixed media artist, creative retreats host. She's at www.craftsbyou.com. And I'll just have you pause because otherwise I'm going to have way too much in the description box. And then this was my good friend, Lori. Hi, Lori. We spent a lot of time together. She and her husband took me out to lunch one day. It was so nice. And Lori is working on her Etsy shop. And so we might do a little collaboration that I will I will leave you with that tease because I think it could be super fun. Now, I got a lot of cards from people. I have no idea who they are. Oh, Trisha, I forgot you in the hi and hugs. Oh, my Trisha, I'm so sorry. I loved Trisha. We spent some time together too, and her beautiful daughter. So Trisha, I apologize for no hi and hugs at the beginning. You get extra. You get your own hi and hugs. So Trisha is working on getting, she says, find me on YouTube and Etsy. So craft vintage style. Trisha, oh, I can't believe I forgot ya. And this is my pal Tiffany that worked with Blue Fern as well. Yeah, I don't know that is. So, and then these two gals were social media influencer, Bets Golden and Jennifer Beal. I guess she's got a huge YouTube channel. She does stuff with dollar store things or something, but sounds like more home decor sort of stuff. So anyway, those are my business cards. Let's see, this is going to go on my, oh, and then I had this. I was going to share this with you guys too. This was from Glue Dots, and they have adhesive sheets for die cutting. And she gave me one of her make and takes. They were all done doing make and takes. But So see, they used this and die cut it, I guess, and then you peel off the paper and then you can just stick onto the sack. So I have this little thing to make too. Yeah, she gave me a couple of those. So I'll try and make one, and then I'll show it on a video too. I feel like I have a bajillion things to show on videos upcoming, but that's okay. So we've got like 20 minutes left. So I was going to show you my journal, because people are always asking me, what are they for? What are they for? It's like, they're for whatever you want them to be for, first of all. But they're for writing down memories. They're for memory keeping and that sort of stuff. So every night I did write about my day in here, because I really wanted to capture this whole experience. So I did. I just, on every page. Now, some of these pages I thought would be good for gluing things on. Here is a flip out, and I'll show you how I journaled on that. I started here, then I went down here, then I went down here, and then we flip over and I finished up right there. So it wasn't the whole journal, but I'm thinking perhaps I can use it for next year too, if I'm so lucky to go. My husband's already talking about me going next year, which is so sweet of him. And what else was I going to say about this? Oh yeah. So this is a nature themed journal. Just because it's nature themed, it doesn't mean you have to write about gardening in here. You know, this is my Creativation journal, and where I'm going to put those memories. So that is that. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop all this to the side, because I want to think about this. I will show you as I go, maybe, or show you what I do. But let's make one of the make and takes, and so you guys, it'll be just like you were there doing the make and take. Okay, so which one do I want to use? That's the question. What do I have left? Oh, I like this one. Let's play with this one. Okay, everything was out of order. Oh, everything was a mess after. So here were my instructions for the make and take. So it was a 12 by 12 piece of paper, right? I cut it 3.5 inches wide. Then I cut a piece 6.5 inches tall. That left 5.5 inches at the bottom of the sheet, right? Yep. So, okay. So then you decide, where do you kind of want the bottom pocket? How big do you want it? Let me just use my little, I took this little guy with me, this little tiny Fiskars, and it worked pretty well. So, okay, so I am going to cut my bottom pocket, if my thing will stay up. So there's some writing on this bottom part of the paper, and so maybe I need to go in a little bit. So that's going to kind of inform where I want to cut, because that's just a good spot. Okay. So now I have a bigger piece and a littler piece, right? I have the two pockets. So now I am going to take my hole punch, and at the top of each, I'm going to give it a little nip. I know this is the top because it's the way the writing goes. So I've got a little nip. And then the beautiful thing about the blue fern paper is it's gorgeous on both sides. And so I kind of like to take it and make the contrast of that, of each pocket. So
in my make and take, we inked. I had only my, oops, that's the wrong one. Only my ink pad and inker, so that was a bit of a challenge, but we just passed it around. It worked fine. So you want to ink the tops of your pockets before you glue down, because, you know, that's just going to make life easier, right? Okay, and then we're going to ink in a U to make a pocket. Oh, my art glitter glue did great on the trip too. So thank you to whoever said put, I think lots of you said, just put plastic wrap over the inside of the cap, and it worked perfectly. So, and then a U on this one. We're going to put that down there, like that. And then this was fun. Lots of people didn't know the little cut and turn tag trick. So we're going to cut a corner. We're going to take our little piece, cut the corner, like so. And then we're going to punch a hole. Okay. And then let me grab my hole reinforcers. I think I had a bunch of these that were, yep, here's the ones that I just inked with the vintage photo, and I really like them with this paper because the paper's kind of grungy. Okay, like that, and like that. Okay, and then I'm going to ink around the whole thing. So I do apologize for the few days I didn't have videos. I just didn't quite get far enough ahead in my videoing before I left, but yeah, and the last day of the conference, convention, I didn't even, I didn't film anything. I just took it in, just enjoyed. I need to remember to do that as well. So there it is. It's all done, really, except for embellishing, which, what would we like to do on this? I've got some lace up here, up above. We could put a little lace on that. It kind of covers up that though. What else? Maybe something fun in the scraps. Seeing that. That's pretty. And here's a little piece of coffee dye, like muslin or something. I could put that at the bottom, then that doesn't cover that up. Ooh, but this would be pretty on there too, wouldn't it? Maybe we'll go sideways with that. Maybe we'll go under here. Like that. Doesn't matter if it sticks up over the pocket because you can tuck behind it. I'm liking the coffee dyed, but I just feel like it needs a little something else underneath of it, maybe. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's do that. Goodness. My craft room, as you can imagine, is kind of a disaster. Just haven't got everything put away, but I did kind of get everything from the conference. I felt like I pretty much had it to where I could show you guys everything. Maybe we'll just put this on here. And of course, if you wanted to sew this, which of course we couldn't do at the convention, but you could sew it to this pocket before you glue it on to the base. Okay. Oops, I shouldn't have done that all the way up, shouldn't I? That's bad. Bad, Gail. Okay, we'll just let that curl up a little bit so it doesn't adhere itself. And then we'll just put some for this little piece, which I think I want to have go this way. Maybe we'll move it over a little bit. There we go. And then we can just put some ephemera in that, and that one is ready to go. That one is ready to go. How we doing time-wise? So that was it. That was it. And then I gave him my business card to pop in there. I was going to give him Blue Fern's business cards, but the gals forgot them. Oh, geez. Wouldn't you know? I'm sure they were just like, oh no. Okay, I think I want like a butterfly or something on that side. And I'm just going to use these in journals, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a Blue Fern butterfly. It's not these aren't design team project or anything. So I see a green one in here that might be nice, but I can't, if I can get it. Go, little green guy, right here. Come here. Oh yeah, that's nice. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to finish up these pockets so I can use them in journals, right? I mean, as I was making them for the class, I was kind of like, yes, I'm going to have all kinds of pockets at the ready. This is awesome. Yeah, that's pretty. That just gives it a little something. Okay, so those two are done. I don't know where my back of my butterfly went, but that's okay. This one, of course, I'm just going to leave that. So really, I think I'm going to put I've got these metallic hole reinforcers that I got just at the office supply store. And I think I want a gold one on this one. I think that would be nice. So I know you're wondering how Jimmy Joe was when I got home. Oh my gosh. My long lost mom came home. He was so cute. So yeah, it was fun. And he was kind of just right by me all night long. Yeah. But he and his dad did good while I was gone. They did just fine. And he has grown. I was kind of shocked. I mean, I think he just is a growing boy. Yeah, I think just because that's more plain, I'd like some lace on that. So that's what I'm going to do on that one. But these are super simple pockets, but the paper is so gorgeous that it just makes them a really kind of a fun project, I think. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah, you know, you always hope after being on airplanes that you haven't caught some dread disease from somebody. Ooh, that is pretty. I would like a flower or something. Where's my leftover Blue Fern ephemera? Maybe I've got and the pink's not going to work really. I'll have to
I'm going to call this one half done because I think I have some flowers in with my eclectic charm stuff. This one, I could maybe put a little something right there. But not much, I feel like. Oh, I have a purple butterfly. That's pretty. It's not the exact same purple, but I kind of like it. Okay, well, never mind. I'm not putting a flower on. I'm putting a butterfly on. I just happen to have in my little bits area. Oh, it was hilarious at the classes. So many people didn't bring glue to the class. It's like, goodness sakes, it's a crafting thing. but they just, you know, just didn't know what to bring or whatever. And so we had to share our glue. You know what I do want is I want a few, like 3 blingies, 3 little Deity bones right there. I don't know if I have any of those in my bits jar. I used to. I'm digging. Ooh, that feels hard. What's that? Not Deity bones. Okay, well, I can do that later. I'll do that later. And oh, it just feels happy to be crafting. Okay, I got 4 minutes. I might get these done. Okay, this one, however, what about that pink flower just for fun? Well, yeah, that's kind of pretty right there. Do I want something behind it a little bit? I think I do. Keep putting this up and taking it down. I might as well just leave it down, right? Yeah, so I'm just going to have all sorts of, see, I think I'll start right about there. I'm going to have all sorts of little things to, I'm sorry if I'm off camera, haven't even thought about that. Gosh, I'm out of practice. Just kind of let that hang over a little bit and then put this on. Okay, so then that one's done. Yeah, one's done. Okay, then we have these two. You know what? I think this hanging off the bottom. I'm gonna cut that right there. Then what if we just cut it in half? Then I think I want that to hang off the bottom, like so. Yes, I do. Let's do that. Oh. Oh yeah, she's out of practice. She is out of practice. Oh, I have so much laundry to do. My whole week's worth of, you know, and I wore nicer clothes than I normally do. I didn't wear yoga pants except to fly home. There we go. Okay, I might trim that down slightly, but I like that. I kind of want, not sure what, but something kind of almost blingy there, you know, something shiny, something sort of boho-ish. Just not seeing anything in my bits.
Some boho, or here's some whatchamacallit. Sorry, silk. Ooh, ooh, that would be cool. Okay, what I think I'm going to do there is I think I'm going to sew that across, because I won't lose too much of the pocket, and it's fairly deep pocket on this one. So I think I'm going to sew that on the bottom. So that one's half finished too. Oh, look, this piece of lace seems to want to go on there. Maybe we want to just... These scissors don't cut fabric really very well, but that's okay. Ooh, that's kind of pretty, isn't it? Yep, like that. We're going to get these ones done, I think. That's awesome. Then I'll just have to have myself a little session of gluing the other ones, getting the other ones going. Okay. And what do we want? Ooh, not sticking. It all soaked into that ribbon. Was interesting. Okay, there we go. I have this little pink flower left, and I have a little center thing. That's a bit too. I think I'll put that on with a button. How we doing time-wise? Oh my gosh, I'm way over. Okay, guys. Well, I'll keep playing and I'll show you the results later. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Thanks for coming along with me on the trip to Creativation. It was awesome to have you there. So we'll just see you in the next video, everyone. Have a grateful day. Bye-bye.